In this scenario, we're going to look at a recruitment situation and we're going to join it in the middle of an interview for a team assistant position. And Rita is interviewing Rob for that post.
So one of the main roles of a team assistant is to organise conferences and events. Have you organised any conferences and events?
Oh yes, I could a few now. There was one in particular last year.
And did it go well?
Oh, very well. It was a real success.
Did you get good feedback?
Oh, yep, excellent feedback. Yeah, both from the office and from the people who attended. Yeah, I was really pleased.
Right. Very good.
Josie Hastings Associates works with a number of actors who also act as coaches. So what we're going to see this time is Rob coming out of character, and now he's going to act as a coach to Rita. And we're going to join the scenario with Rob coaching her to ask more effective questions.
Okay, I'm going to break out of candidate mode, move into coaching mode. In terms of the candidate,
yeah,
what do you know about their role?
Not an awful lot of detail, actually. I mean,
Any detail?
None. I know that they did run.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
They weren't very forthcoming, really, with their answers.
Okay, I mean that might be true. They're not volunteering a huge amount. However, did you have a role in that result?
Yes, I would imagine I did.
So, what do you think you could do differently?
The way I was questioning?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Are you aware of the difference between open and closed questions and probing?
I know of it. So
yeah. Okay.
I said, did you run an event?
So what is that? Is that open or closed?
I suppose it's closed.
Yeah, so, you know, if someone's nervous,
yeah,
they might not want to gabble or think they're gabbling.
Sure.
So they might think that you want a yes or no answer. Okay. What might be an alternative question you could use to achieve a better result?
So to ask them the question, what was your role?
Okay. So yeah, it's not yes and no, but it might hopefully give you a brief, concise answer.
Yeah.
Okay. And following on from that, what would you want to find out?
The scale of it, I suppose.
Fair point. Okay.
So,
yeah.
I've
So
got no idea about the scale.
Well, we'll go back into it in a second.
Yeah.
So you can try to bear that in mind. You want to find out what the role was and the scale of the event, and also what else. I still feel we're quite at the top level here. What else do you want to?
The specifics of what they did, actually, to run that event.
Okay.
And what feedback did you receive?
Okay. Okay.
And again, how will you act on the feedback that you received?
That sounds better. Do you want to try it? I'll go back in, candidate again, and we'll see where we get. Okay?
Yes, okay. So, what was your role, Rob, in this event?
I was the key coordinator for the whole event. Well, it was a conference.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you tell me about the scale of the event? How many people came?
Okay, well, it was 4 managers. It was 30 managers specifically from all around the country.
Okay. And can you talk me through exactly what you did to run that event?
Oh, absolutely. We right from the start, when my manager tasked me with this, obviously the budget had already been signed off. However, I then had to contact all 30 managers, try and find a time that we could get them all together in one place. Where was that going to be? So I had to figure out the venue. So there was travel arrangements, accommodation arrangements, a lot of dietary preferences, and then there was logistics of the event itself. You know, there was a number of breakout sessions, a lot of key speakers. So really there was a ton of different strands to pull together, and it all came together on the day really well.
And with the feedback, how did you get your feedback?
At the conference itself, basically we wouldn't let them leave without filling out a questionnaire.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't quite that brutal, but it was effective.
And so, what have you done with that feedback?
Well, we took it on board. I think on the one hand, I wanted more communication. They felt there was too much communication going on and they wanted more potted summaries. They loved the venue. Right. They loved, there was entertainment in the evening and that worked very well. Yeah. And they felt that the programme of the conference worked very well. So, there was a lot of, yes, we got that right. So, and I get some personal sort of not accolades, but acknowledgement there as well. So that was very satisfying.
Excellent, thank you.
You will have seen from that scenario that with Rob's coaching, Rita has been able to ask far more effective questions. When we work with organisations doing recruitment training, we can really hone people's interview skills so that they end up with a far more effective experience and hopefully get the best person for the job.